They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Darnold. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. In on the stop that time, Terrell Basham.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here we go. Check 24, check 24.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now the Jets are going to burn another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go. 180. Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2 kill.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Got an open man, it's Scott. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the 1st to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll run with Muhammad, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Outside. 58 to Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, echo.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught here by Bell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now Bell. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal.
No. Lady, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
The kick by Marr is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Pack
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Go, go. 120. 57. 57. 6-6. Pull it high.
Now a give, right side. It's Scott. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
6 guys.
Great, great. 81, 81. Hey, Haywood.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now Wentz to try again after the pick 6. This short throw caught by Goddard. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Williams. Coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the 44-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
52. Mike 52. Man, ain't he? Get in the weight room. Hey, do. 52. Squeeze, double. Where's 52? Block 52.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Steps away to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Go. 180.
Let's go, D. Check.
Let's find two. Switch that.
From the gun, it's Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Let's set it. Sunday. Set it tall. Back. 74.
He's checking.
Win.
They'll run with Scott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
Sunday.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, Foxtrot.
43-yard line.
40.
All that, baby. All that. He's coming.
Done.
On play action, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Switch.
Hey, 57.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Throws right side, and that's complete. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Into the red zone, Wentz. He's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Check. Slam.
Down the man inside, down the man.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Boston Scott with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14.
Eagles 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Darnold now to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Get tight. Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
and I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is a really, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Smith. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Go, go. 280! Man 5-7.
57's Mike. Mike 57. I got one. Check 37. Shift.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
First down, New York.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
On 1st down, it's Scott, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Sunday.
Watch safety creep.
Trey 15. 5.
To throw, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 53's Mike.
Here's Wentz to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete. That time. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Team 6.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Outside. 53 is the mark. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Muhammad. It's a room to maneuver. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go. 280!
You ain't got nothing. Check three.
Hey, Lou. Lynch 5-3. Hey, ram. What's that?
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Kill.
No.
Kill. Turn it out. 25. Check 25. Check 3.
Hey, stand. Let's go.
Play action. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You see me?
Terrell Basham in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Check 52. Watch the ship.
Ram.
Watch the ship. Alert flare.
Great. Hey, empty. Punch.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Lefty.
Big Ed.
Run.
You go tight. You got tight right there. Switch. Check.
Hey, Bush.
Hot.
Lion.
Safe.
Kill.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked there by Avery Williamson, the linebacker.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Lady, hey, Alpha. 52's the mic right there.
Now Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Darnold on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Go. 120.
Check. We got 3. We got 3.
Wait, good.
On 1st down, Scott. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Quick edge. Go.
Check. Other side, solid.
Slam.
Black.
Hey, switch gears.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Patrick Owasor drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Watch out. Check.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike, 53.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike.
I smell fear in that offense.
Darnold from the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Check red 80. Check the backer, check the backer.
Here we go. 80 weapons.
Bell. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. Now, after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Bell running on 1st down as he'll push forward for about 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Hey, Delta.
Don't get nervous.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
From the 27th, Darnold going for it all, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Wentz now to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Wentz now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
Let's go.
That's another Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 1st down carry for Smith. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Man open, it's Goodwin. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, son. 53 is the mic. You go, young lady. Mike, 53. 50. Hey, exit. Man out.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw his thing. This one caught by Crowder. Past the 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamison Crowder. His first touchdown on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Jets. Marr on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like